Okay, so now we're on comments because you I think we'd gone over the line before already. So I won't whip you with a wet noodle too bad here. So go ahead, Joan.
Well, as folks might guess, I have a little bit different take on this. What I see my vote to have been when we created the Office of Creative Sector Development was an experiment. We were investing in an innovative concept. We were giving it our best staff's effort to define what the parameters would be, to try and wrap our heads around what success would mean for the program. And for me, with any innovative, out of the box and not in the box kind of activity, we had a lot of learning to do. And I think as Councilor Fogel had mentioned, and certainly we have a gem in Marcy Arian and the ability that she has to cross throughout the full spectrum of the Office of Creative Sector Development, from assisting individual artists to technologies that I'm sure she doesn't have a lot of depth of knowledge in, but has gained a lot.
Opportunity for comments. Go ahead, Hugh, and then Phil, and then Ralph.
And my only comment is what I said before. You know, this was delivered to us as something that we needed to decide. And unlike Joan, you know, I do look at experiments as having both results, and if you tell me it's a period of time, it damn well better be a period of time. Because we did say 3 years. We didn't say that Marcy was going to be, you know, in the public stocks at the end of 3 years if she didn't hit her numbers, but we did say 3 years. We did say self-funding. And one of my big concerns, I guess, when we come along is you hit some big roadblocks in how to fund this. We should have known. And that's probably a function of the commission and their reporting to staff and staff somehow filtering that information back to us. But that's not Marcy's job, and it wasn't Marcy's job. That was the job of her commission. That was the job of the subcommittee in that commission. If they failed at their job, then somebody should have known. You know, it goes back to what you hear from me say time and time again, which is, you know, at some point the brakeman on the train needs to say we've got a problem. And if this is a problem in this program and we come back to this day and we say, damn it, you know, we did this and we did this, but we didn't do this, and that's a piece of the bigger puzzle, because that's really where it comes down to for me, is I do think we need to come back and look at the overarching responsibilities that we've given economic development, take a look at where this fits, because that's a piece of it. Tech transfer is a piece of it. The accelerator is a piece of it. Whether or not your funding source comes from somewhere else, it's a piece of it. And so when we talk about the money for accelerator, how is that going to look, where is it going to come out of the budget, even though we don't sit down with our 11 C's every day and start playing around with the numbers, we do think in the big picture of how much money is this department getting as an increase. And this is an increase. So, you know, when I go back to it, I need to be able to evaluate what other things are being traded off in terms of that. I will tell you, Marcy, your influence is spread far and wide. I spend a lot of time at the airport. And the girl from Moxie Glass was taking apart her display the other day, and I stopped to tell her how much I love her glass. Just neat stuff. And the girl from DIA was there. And I said, you know, I haven't seen your stuff from Moxie Glass. Where are you from? Fort Collins. Why aren't you at Art in the Park? Because, my God, that would be a great place for you to market your glass. And the girl standing there, she said, Art in the Park, that's Loveland. She goes, is Marcy going to do something here again this year? So, you know, I can tell you, your work is being appreciated and it's doing its job. So I have no qualms about that. I have qualms about where we started, where we are, and where we go. But, you know, I think that's a great story to tell. And Josh, I've been in Santa Fe a lot, and I'm glad you're here. So, you know, I think there are real, tangible things that we do. boy, I think we've got to step back a little bit. Because if this council is going to have any ability in the future to say we do something and this is the structure we're putting in place and these are our expectations, I think we have to have a harder discussion than just to say, I think we've done good things and let's just keep doing it ad infinitum.